Oh, God. Get back in there. Oh, boy. Somebody said they needed Juju. Guys, we're back. Juju! I don't know where I was going with that. Today we're doing Juju. We're making Juju. Juju. Mason. Keep up the good work. Today, guys, it's Juju. Today we're doing some more Juju cooking, guys. I had put out a poll on the Tweetster about making some marshmallows with Juju. And the poll won, and it won out with Cherry Bomb in the end, which is actually surprising because I figured people would have wanted Blue Raspberry. And yeah, so we're gonna make some marshmallows today. And guys, marshmallows so insanely easy to make. Guys, so anybody can do this at home. So just it's super easy. You guys got this. So here's how we make them. This is gonna be an easy one, guys. So this is gonna come together real fast. So you want to prep your landing zone for your mallows first. Get a baking dish and spray it down with some Pam or some food lube. Then you want to dust this down with powdered sugar. You want to get every little nook and cranny covered with this stuff. Just like that. Next up, you're going to want to get yourself your big old stand mixer. Now, in the bowl of your stand mixer, you want to combine 3 packets of flavorless gelatin, 1 scoop of your Cherry Bomb Juju, a ½ cup water. Mix until combined, and then let it set while we get to work on the rest of the components. Next, you want to break out your scale so we can get some precise measurements here. First, you're going to start with 330 grams of sugar, plain white sugar, nothing fancy. Next up is 385 grams of light corn syrup, or regular corn syrup, whichever you can get your hands on. I wouldn't use the dark, though. Then just another little ½ cup of water. You don't really need to measure that one out. Then you're going to take this over to the stove top. You're going to put this on about a nice medium heat, medium-high heat, and bring that to a nice little boil. And you're going to cook that syrup until it reaches about 240 degrees. And once it hits 240 degrees, things are going to start moving pretty quickly. You're going to want to turn your stand mixer on and get your gelatin started to whip as you're pulling the syrup off of the stove. Then you're going to want to slowly start pouring the syrup down the side of the bowl into the gelatin mix, very slowly and a little bit at a time on a nice low setting. And as you're slowly adding more syrup, you're going to want to slowly increase the speed on the stand mixer. You're just going to keep slowly adding this syrup as you reach the highest setting on the mixer, and you're just going to whip the heck out of this thing. It's not going to look like much as you're doing it, but as you keep whipping it and you continue adding the syrup, it's going to start to lighten and it's going to start turning into that marshmallow consistency. Now what you're looking for is when it starts doing that slow drop of ribbons, that's when you know this stuff is done. And now you have to move fast. This stuff is already going to start setting up, so you want to get this thing into your pre-prepared baking dish. Just pour it in. Look at those velvety, sexy flows of marshmallow. And then this is the hard part. You're going to need to let this thing sit for at least 12 hours. I would prefer overnight, uncovered, on the counter, so it sets up. Look at that golden goodness. And don't worry about the bubbles. The bubbles are fine.
One eternity later.
It's the next day, and look at our marshmallows, people. It is finally set. Doesn't look much different, but trust me, it's set. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to dust the top with all of that powdered sugar again. As you can see, today I've upgraded to the larger sifter. Once it's all powdered up and ready, you're going to want to start to pull this thing from the sides of the mold. If you properly powdered and sugared it and greased it, it should easily come up. And don't use your hands like I did, people. Use like a little spatula or something. Do as I do, not as I say. Do as I say, not as I do. Either way, you want to get yourself a nice cutting board, and you want to dust the powdered sugar heck out of this thing. This is going to be a little bit messy, and powdered sugar is going to get everywhere. Just accept it and move on with your life. Then you want to get yourself a nice sharp knife, and then you're going to want to spray that down with the pan and powder sugar it so to prevent any sticking, or try and prevent any sticking, but you'll see that it doesn't really help that much, but it does. Trust me, it does. Then the rest is easy. All you gotta do is cut this thing into however big of a piece of marshmallow you want to make. You can make giant marshmallows, you can cut them into tiny marshmallows. You can see a little bit of that sticking, like I said. It's gonna happen, just accept it, people. Then you're gonna wanna take all your cut pieces and roll them in some more powdered sugar so they get nice and coated and they don't stick together. And then you're gonna wanna put those on a separate pan just to hold while you cut the rest of them. I just need you guys to take a look at this. The glory that is the homemade mallows. I mean, look at that. There we go, much better. Guys, I need you to just take a look at that. The glory that is homemade cherry bomb Juju marshmallows. Now, as I said, this recipe is so easy. Comes from the lovely Josh Weissman. And like the only thing I did different, like you saw, was just add Juju to the thing, and it's so easy, so easy. It's literally let Jello bloom, make a simple syrup, stream it into the gelatin, whip the heck out of it, and then let it cool for a day. It's so easy, guys. Anybody can do this, and I just need you to take a look at that. The texture on that mallow. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. Oh, baby, look at that. Oh. And you can smell the cherry on here. I will say, once you make your own marshmallow, it's very hard to go back to store-made. With how easy this is, I don't know why you're not making your own marshmallow. You can make them plain. You can add any flavoring what you want to them. Or I did Juju. You can make any Juju flavor, any flavoring you want. All you have to do is add to the gelatin as it blooms. Like you could add cocoa powder. I'm sure. I don't see why you couldn't. You could add any sort of flavoring you want. You could also add food coloring to this if you really, really want to make these, like a deep color. Like, I would add, some food coloring to the gelatin mix. I would use, like, good food coloring, like, oh, God, set down the throat. Like those pastes, or like an actual powder, instead of, like, those classic, like, watered down food colorings. You could use them, but you know that's just me. I'm poncy, and I like to, you know, I'm a little fancy boy. Yeah. So, so easy to make. So easy to make. So delicious. Yeah, the only thing I will say to you guys is make sure you actually sift the flour properly, because when I was doing it, when I was doing the pan, you saw I was using the smaller sifter I had. I was swapped to the bigger one. If you don't properly sift it and you get like big clumps of it, you get kind of like weird little clumps, if it will. Hide behind my face. Mallow. Hide. There you go. You get like these weird little crags of come on, hide behind me. Hide behind my hand. Yeah, there you go. You get like weird little crags of actual powdered sugar. It's a little unpleasant. I'm not gonna lie. So just make sure that you're like properly sifting your powdered sugar onto your baking dish. And other than that, you're golden. I mean, you can like I said, flavor it any way you want, do whatever you want with it. This will be great s'mores. These will make great in your cocoa. These will make great in your cocoa. That's not a full sentence, but I'll take it. But yes, Make these, guys. I want you guys to make these, okay? I want you to step out of your comfort zone of cooking. It's so simple. If you don't have a stand mixer, you could also do it with like a hand mixer. Don't do it by hand because Lord knows that'll take forever. But if you have a hand mixer, you'll just have to whip it a little bit longer and have to hold it there for a little bit. But other than that, I would recommend if you have a stand mixer, use the stand mixer. But get out of your comfort zone. Make some marshmallows. It's so easy to make, and they're so good, guys. Like I have 2 batches of these right now. I got cherry and I made pina colada, the legendary Juju flavor that nobody has anymore. I still have a little bit left. And it's so good. It's so good, guys. I'm proud of this one, guys. Even though it's not technically my recipe, it's Josh Weissman's recipe, but it's a general recipe on how to make marshmallows, but it's still a great recipe. And yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. It's a nice small episode today, but it's a delicious episode. I would make some s'mores, but honestly I forgot to actually get chocolate bars, graham crackers, all that stuff. And yeah, that's on me. But yes, I will put these mallows to good use. And yes, I will be making all the marshmallow stuff with it too. And getting powdered sugar everywhere as I see fit, because they're dusted. Although I did dust these off pretty well, and I shook them off in the bag. And but yeah, other than that, that's it for today's episode, guys. I'm rambling, and I tend to do that sometimes, and you know that. So, get yourself some Juju. Use code TwinsPlay. Save 10% off. Just saying. Drink Juju. Buy Juju. Make Juju. Live Juju. And enjoy nom sessions, guys, in life. Live life and enjoy those noms. And if anybody wants to see anything else made with Juju, or me to attempt anything with Juju, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you all in the next video. And I'm not gonna make this a Markiplier thing, so I'm gonna cut there, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna say I will see you guys in the next video. No, he still says that. I'll just see you guys next time with whatever else I'm cooking up. I need a good outro, man. I need to think of a good one. I don't know. Have a nomorific day. I don't know. I'm rambling, so have a good day, guys. God, I need to get better at this.